We're officially now at day 14, 2 weeks into this shutdown. Something interesting happened that may be a good thing in the short term, but also might actually prolong the shutdown even longer. I'll explain. The Office of Management and Budget, the OMB, under the purview of the White House, they have got a lot of authority during shutdowns to decide which workers get furloughed, which get fired, and how to move money around. That is what they're doing to make sure that the military, for example, gets paid. They're moving federal funds around to do that. They're also making sure WIC, Women, Infant, and Children Food Assistance, is funded with tariff revenue, and federal law enforcement officers who normally would not get paid. OMB also is moving money to make sure they get their salaries during the shutdown, at least for this first week. So those are good things that people will continue to get paid. But those are also usually pressure points. When the military doesn't get paid, Democrats and Republicans feel an urgency, perhaps, to come to the table, negotiate a way out of the shutdown. Now that those pressure points are off the table, there's less incentive for both sides to have an urgency to get something done. So could the shutdown be prolonged even more? Speaker of the House Mike Johnson certainly thinks so, but this is what he said about at least the military getting paid now.
Look, my understanding of this is they have every right to move the funds around, duly appropriated dollars from Congress to the Department of Defense. There were some R&D accounts that had not been spent, and that's my understanding is that's the money that's being used to pay the troops right now. If the Democrats want to go to court and challenge troops being paid, bring it, okay?
And Democrats responded this way.
We're not falling for any of the tricks and games. They should come back to work and do their job and reopen the government. And that's the only thing that's going to get everybody in the military and all federal workers paid, which is what we want, because these people are working for us. And we need them, whether they are the Department of Defense, the Department of State, NIH, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the Agency for International Development, you name it.
And Russ Vought, who heads the OMB, said about the firings of federal workers, there's going to be more of that to come.